Welcome to today's class. Topic for today's class is movements.
I need to be able to sleep watching writing.
So we are looking at body movements for today's class. It's still flat drawing. Now the first thing, we have different types of movements. Now we'll talk about body movement. Now this is the movement of the body, the hand movements, the leg movements. Sometimes you can call it hand. So when you talk about the body movement, you can call it the hand and leg movement. So this is the movement of the body, the hip, the hand, the legs can be moving. Now not the first angular figure movement or the fleshing out where the body is standing straight and there is no movement. It's just the body standing straight, which is the fleshing out. So here now we are looking at movements of the body, the pelvic movements. Now we look at, I'll be drawing out the first drawing. First I start with the head. The head is an oval shape. The next thing I'll go to the neck. After drawing this down a little bit, I'll leave a little bit of space, at least like half an inch, to draw out the bust. After doing that, I'll go to the waist, bringing the waist this way. The hip, bringing out the hip this way. Now in this one now, the legs are crossed. As I said, the movement, it's all about the hand and leg movements. Sometimes the pelvic moves, the shoulder. That's why it's called body movement. Now I'll bring this way. Now it's crossing like a letter X. I'll go back here where I have the inside leg or the crotch area. I'm doing this curve, like slightly curved. Bringing my hands this way, narrowing my hands towards the knee. The thigh and the nails are not the same width. The nail is smaller than the thigh. This is the curve of the leg. Taking this through to the ankle. Now I'm done with one leg. I'll try and do the other one. All I need to do here is to do this. because the legs are crossed. I see I'm bringing it out here, but here you can still see the shape of the calf, the leg behind the other one. You can see there's a curve here, and I tilted the legs down this way. I'll do the same thing here. Now I'll pick this other leg directly from this part below the calves here and bring my hands to the ankle. After doing that, I'll do this. Now you can see the legs. I talked about body movement. Now you can see now the legs are crossing. Now bring the hands this way. She's bending her hands on her waist. I'll take it back like this. I'll go to the other hand and I'll do this. Now these arms, you see now the hand is resting on the waist. That's why I talked about the movement. If you see the first fleshing out we did, the hands were just straight on the body. There was no movement there. But here you see the movement of the hands. Most people use poses like this for red carpets or photo shoots. Now the other hand is not resting on the shoulder. I'll bring the hands this way. Not resting on the waist. After bringing my hands down, I'll bend from the elbow out this way. The wrist. So you can see the direction of the hand. If you clean this now, now go down here, go back to close to the bust, pick the elbow. I'll narrow the wrist because the wrist and the elbow can't be of the same weight. Now here we have the movement. You can see the hand is moving, the leg is moving. So you can draw alongside with me. Now the first thing is the head. The head is no more than 1 inch. Mostly I use 1 inch for the head. The head is an oval shape. Now when I'm done with the head, I go close to the neck, in between the chin, and I'll take my hand. This is no more than ½ an inch for the length of the neck. That's for the length of the neck. Then towards the down part of the neck, I take a slight curve. Then I drop my shoulders. Sometimes I use 1 inch for the shoulder width. Or I use 3/4, which is for a smaller shoulder, to reduce the shoulder. Now if you check this posture, you find out that our legs, now I'm not crossing the legs. You find that I'm taking it straight all the way down. I'll go back to the center leg where you have the inner leg, inside leg. I'll do this. I can draw out this leg, go to the knee and do this. Now you can see the difference between this movement and this other movement. Now here the legs are crossed. Here you can see your legs widely spread open. Sometimes I was saying something earlier that postures like this are mostly used maybe for red carpet. Maybe you're wearing a man-made dress. A dress that is properly shaped. When the legs are crossed, it gives the dress a lovely silhouette. You understand? It brings out the shape of the dress. Now postures like this mostly are used for dresses with high slits, maybe slitted dresses. They are good for high slitted dresses, and sometimes they are good for wide leg pants. Like probably you are drawing a pant trouser, maybe a wide leg pants, palazzo pants. This figure is good for a drawing more like that. Probably you are trying to draw out a wide leg pants. So the way I've understood what I'm saying now. So for a wide leg pant, I might not be able to use this to illustrate a wide leg pant better. But this, I can use it to illustrate a wide leg pant. Now let's say, okay, this is the wide leg pant. This is the waist. It's easy. Because my topic for today, it's more of body movement and styling. Now this is how to style the figure. Now I have the button. Now I talked about the wide leg pants. If you check, we have videos of what different pant trousers. We have the wide leg pant there. You have the boot cuts. Now, did you see the way the wide leg pants is being drawn? On the figure. Now the two hands, I'm taking them to the shoulder. If you check this one hand, it's on the waist, the other one is spreading out. Now here I have the two hands on the waist. So the first thing you do is to go to the shoulder and bring the hands out this way. Return it back. Now pick narrow it to the wrist, because the wrist and the elbow can be the same width. The wrist is smaller. Now I'm leaving the legs inside so you can actually see or have an understanding of what I'm talking about. Now, I taught different types of necklines and sleeves. It's easy to fix maybe the V neck. To fix the V neckline, that's all I need to do. You can see it's coming out more like a proper outfit. Now I can close the elbow, the armhole by doing this to show the sign of the armhole area. And I can fix the flare sleeve. Let's call it flare sleeve. You can see she's complete now. She's having the V neckline top, the flare sleeve. Now it's as if the top is tucked into her the pant trousers. Now you have the wide leg pants. So that's why I can go here now and style this too. I can go here and do the off shoulder because I taught them the off shoulder. Now this is an off-shoulder mini length dress. Now I have the figure. All I needed to do was just to go over it and create my off-shoulder, create my short sleeve, which is a small sleeve. Now I'm using the shape of the body to create the bodycon dress. So this is an off-shoulder bodycon dress. Here you can still see the figure. You can still see her legs being crossed. You can see the figure and you can see the styling on it. So anything can still go on it. I can see this. I can decide to turn this into a tube skirt and probably make a crop top. I can go up and do this. This is a crop. So this is an off-shoulder tube crop top. This is an off-shoulder crop top with tube skirts. You can see from the dress, I've styled it to a crop top. At the same time, the sleeves can be changed. I can decide to go down here and decide to turn this sleeve now into a puff, into a melon sleeve. It's called a melon sleeve. I'll pick another posture again. We're wondering what's happening here. The first thing, I'll draw out this leg straight. Go here. I'll knock this nail over this one. So this one is called the knock nail. Now this is called the knock nail posture. And you find out that the three postures are different from each other. Here she's crossing her legs, here her legs are spread wide open. Now here she's knocking her nail. Here you have the hands behind the back. Now if you check the posture and the movement of these three bodies, you find that this last figure here, the last body here, you find that there's something about the waist. Her waist is moving. She's not standing straight like this other two figures. Now one thing is happening to our waist. Our waist is moving here. Here you can call it spinal movement. That's the waist movement. That's where the pelvic moves. That's why the waist is dipped in here and the hip is this is the one shoulder neckline. here she's wearing a wrap skirt. So here you can see all the body shapes, and you can see the way I styled SMT body with different necklines and different sleeves. So that's how you style. Now here you have the different body movements. You have the movements of the hand, the movement of the leg, you have the waist movement, which is the pelvic movements, and here you have them styled in different outfits.